Perhaps I...
Ah, a forge. The one...
A whetstone wheel.
Careful now. That's a trap.
What can I cook up today?
Look out.
Look out, I see a trap nearby.
Perhaps I can detonate that explosive from a distance.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
A whetstone wheel. Now, what do I have that needs sharpening?
I may have a blade or two that could use a hoe.
There must be a way to spring this trap safely.
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The Captain wants you up on deck. Hear them gulls? Means we're close to shore. I don't ever you go in there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry enough for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the Counselor in. Source in a city like Ciceel, nowhere safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Ciceel. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off on the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the Counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy. that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What? Did you expect it to have an entourage?
Source hunters! How did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
As you say, Madam Conduit.
Arise, fair dead! Seize upon our enemies!
They call me the Thorn of Rivellon.
No glory in this death! The time of your death is at hand!
Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside? Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking?
We can't well turn away from such an odious show of source. Let's investigate the tomb and see what answers it might reveal.
Until we're briefed on our intended investigation, every wasted moment is an outright defiance of our orders.
This seems to be broken.
This seems to be broken.
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
This seems to be broken.
My target dances in shadows. One man's trash is another man's trash.
Is that a mine in the middle of my path? I'd better step around it. better to detonate that mine safely than trip over it myself.
This seems to be broken. I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
Say, why pick on someone your own size when innocent creatures are so much easier to slaughter?
Back on my feet again.
appears to be locked.
Might need to blow this one open.
Let's see. Key, lockpick, or hammer.
What's this? I found something. I made short work of that door, but I don't imagine my weapons would survive such use for long.
You're like a gorilla in a porcelain store.
What a deluge!
Without aid, I will expire soon. What a deluge. Careful now, that's a trap. Better to detonate that mine safely than trip over it myself. This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
always say, why pick on someone your own size when innocent creatures are so much easier to slaughter?
What's this? I found something. Gods, leech this evil from my blood! I needed that.
Explosive flames!
I've spotted something.
I think I hear voices downstairs. The last thing I need is to surprise another angry summoner. I sense enemies nearby.
Fool! You've made a mess of an ancient tomb! It was my arthritis! I couldn't help it! Arthritis, my skull! When Ragegreen sees this, he'll tear you apart!
A living rat dares disturb the slumber of the dead? A thieving fool insults the sanctity of the grave. The bloodstone defiler, where is it? Strange indeed. Robed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution, deceiver. The bloodstone, deliver it now, and I may deign to end you quickly. I suppose you only crept among these sacred tombs for leisure. I suppose you had no lust for the treasure of the dead. Ha! In life, I toiled to care for these holy grounds. In death, I protect them from profaners and poachers. The legacy of Cecile is mine to preserve. Her traitors are mine to destroy. Run if you like, defiler. Whichever way you take leads you to the grave.
Embrace. I'm fading. Fast.
Seven, have mercy on your soul.
Death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all. A living rat dares disturb in life. I toil to care for thee. I suppose run if...
Awaiting action!
Heartbeats too slowly to sustain me.
You don't need all of that blood, do you?
More junk.
a wanderer comes my way, walking the sands upon which this poor shell must suffer. Call me Ishmael, son of the sea, an outcast upon these wretched shores, an exiled shell doomed to live under a canopy of arid sky, not his native tender water. My fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against their dirty little ears, only to claim they can hear the ocean? Of course they can hear her, the brats. We are on the very edge of the great aquatic mother, whose embrace I so desperately long for. Of course I can talk, don't be silly. There's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed, the surprise should be mine, for I still remember the days when your kind swung from branches and plucked the vermin out of their neighbor's fur. Time is an indulgent mistress to one who spends happy hours as she passes. But when your existence is one of misery, she becomes a lethargic hum. Oh, I remember ancient times, for I have lain here since antiquity, when the ruins around us were palaces, and the sun-bleached dead merry children. All this I have seen, alive, alone, alas. Yes, yes, I, King of Pearls, ache to repose anew on his coral throne. Hurl me toward the water, swing me as far as your arm's strength gives release, and treasure long sunk I will grant thee. What do you say, kind knight? Will you return the King of Pearls to the sea, so he may yield you long-lost treasure?
Kindness is its own reward. Then there's the promise of treasure to boot. Let's throw him into the sea.
Agreed. Let's send him home.
Liberator, kind benefactor, bless me the might of your sea-bound witch. The sea, I have returned, where every wave feels like a mermaid's kiss. May the bounty of the deep be yours, along with my eternal gratitude.
Come, let's have another drink while you still can. To your very good health.
And yours, Livius. Here goes. Goes down as smooth as burning needles. And I'll be damned if it doesn't get you more hammered than an out.
Better be dead drunk than like dead, what you?
Hold it right there, orc scum! No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Not a single horn in sight, you know.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibius? Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Scythiel.
So, you're source hunters, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a 2-bedroom birdcage. They don't prove a thing.
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house, that one. Yeah, he'll squeeze the truth out of you, one way or another.
Excuse me? I'm not gonna be pushed around by two inebriates. I say we sober them up, and quickly too. Pick their side if that's your want. I'll just have to teach all three of you a lesson.
Very well. Have it your way.
You defy the Legion, will you? The punishment for that offence is death.
Infernal embrace!
I think I can just sneak past.
Your wounds are my rewards. I cast from the depths of my will.
Burning touch! Please assist me, friend!
Hold it right. Just really. Shh. Just pipe down, will you, Bibius?
What do you want to know?
Hold on, I'll come.
Pick their side if that's your want. I'll just have to teach all three of you a lesson.
Hold it right.
Calm down.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibs? Yeah.
Pick their side if that's your want. I'll just have to teach all three of you a lesson.
Hold it right.
Come.
Just hold your tongue, sir. You know.
The wizard, you say? Sounds good to me. Lead the way.
Agreed.
Captain, come along.
Now you can learn something useful, like how to wash your thunder things.
orcs! Bloody orcs! Come, let's go back to the bridge. Let the source hunters handle their big brutes.
Kill the unbeliever.
I must focus.
Bang! Bang! Parasitic, come here! Hey!
Seven, aid me!
Infernal embrace!
You were right there. I can't feel my legs.
Your grave opens to welcome you!
Who is that job of leading those orcs?
Those orcs had a human commander.
Where are Bibius and
very
Junius?
They
How
hear the
very
fight.
disquieting.
I like you much
One
better
day
with your
coming.
guts on the floor.
Vengeance will be ours.
Hail, Source Hunter. Why, I don't think I could ask for a more welcome sight on these cursed beaches. The Legion welcomes you. Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man among orcs? It'd be like one of your kind running with a sorcerer. Whatever the Cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot, let's all hope it was a private grudge. Can you imagine if we had to add a slew of wild-eyed, orc-loving bedlamites to our list of enemies in Sicil?
One day coming. Vengeance will be ours. One day coming. Vengeance will be ours.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city. So you were, and so you weren't. Behold! There we are. Meet my other half, Hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder. It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead.
From our faces. Come now, enough.
A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts, a shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand.
One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
Avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our sake. She didn't hurt a fly, and I won't let you pack a horn on her head.
Take him before his time. Far before his time. One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
Bringing your little orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house. Nonsense. Listen. She's purring. What fool would trust a two-bit love potion out of a back-page circular from youthful gore?
One day, comrade. Vengeance will be ours.
Skeptic like you can deny that you love an orc in love. Ha! When this little chat
One day, comrade, vengeance will be
from
ours.
our faces. Come now, enough doom and gloom. Cast the gaze and sing upon my fair fanged face. Avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our sake. She wouldn't hurt a fly, and I won't let you pack a horn on her head.
This place reeks of all stench.
One day, comrade, vengeance.
I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. And I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, just take the stairs, but do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicil. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you the dauntless mouser.
Sorcery, sex, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Arhu mentioned?
Avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our sake. She wouldn't hurt a fly, and I won't let you pack a horn on her head.
Vengeance will be ours.
Bringing your little orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house. Nonsense. What fool would trust a two-bit potion out of a back-page circular from youthful gore? An orc in love. When this becomes fade, he'll liberate the flesh and take it. Come now, enough doom and gloom. Upon my fear,
Comrade, vengeance will be ours.
avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our sake.
You can have a bride, and I won't let you pack a horn on her head.
Bringing your little orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
We need more help, or she's lost.
We mustn't let the flames spread to the harbor!
The ship's blades never higher! Come on, men, put your backs in.
I'm drenched.
A home, a livelihood, all sunk in a matter of... That was a right stunning show of magic you pulled, it was. Wish you'd have been around when our own barge went down in flames.
Sailor, what news from the mainland?
Oh, nothing new, sir. Zombies, skeletons, you know the story. Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Devon to joyride?
Really? The greatest warriors in Rivellon can't cross a rope?
And don't forget the time you got caught passing a love note from Mrs. Council's ward.
That's why we never sail to your shore anymore.
Speaking of useless York, that Rookie Legion here really thinks that Orchid charm looks him.
I wouldn't let an Orwig farm us a yard, my love nature.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Devon carriage for a joyride?
No, it ain't. He drove him straight to the bubble plate.
Passing a love note from Mrs. Council's ward.
Size seal, shivery,
I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold fish.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks. I swear I can hear that bleeding cheese merchant from here.
If you're taken to the sea, leave a wide berth around that black cove. Haunted as me granny's womb, it is.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
Another piece of trash?
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Borrow, indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear! So what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
I'm straight. I'm true.
True enough. Without a bit of charity now and then, the world would be a far crueler place.
That's the spirit! Or should I say, the soul?
Hey, that's my fish.
Sir, did you just steal that fish?
No, I paid for it. The merchant just left, but I paid. I paid before.
You were a witness to this event now? Tell me what happened.
Heavenly herring! Delicious dogfish! Yours for a
Indeed, he did not. He's a thief and should be punished.
To the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
You can keep fishing, but I'd damn well cut bait if I were you.
Get it while it's fresh! This batch is only hours from the sea!
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Fresh haddock! Perfect for a fry-up!
No, we'll do as I say and there's an end to it.
I can't thank you enough for your, discretion. I'll be going now.
Well, sorry to have bothered you then, sir. Carry on.
That thief is free for now. But I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path. I can understand your sympathy for that man, but feeding him for one day will hardly remedy his circumstances. You would have done better to help him more substantially than by covering up a single petty theft.
Sorry, but I haven't the time for chatter. These days, a moment's inattention is all a thief needs to snatch my livelihood out from under me.
Join the Smash Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Join the Smash Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sicil's ever seen.
Made a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are... No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed.
You're just hanging around again, are you? Waiting for what, exactly? Oh, thank you, Divinity.
Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure?
So you mean to say we do not live a life of adventure? We don't do anything else all day long.
Clearly, two strong personalities stand before me. Two who voice their opinions with vigor when they differ. What else could I expect from mighty source hunters? Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and me, tell me truthfully, don't you sometimes wish you could earn more?
Yes, some extra gold is always welcome.
Indeed. Indeed, gold is always welcome. And among the fabulous five, gold flows as freely as water does to the sea. Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that, and at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots? Be your own boss?
Better to be served than to serve. I concur.
Well spoken. Well said indeed. Life's too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding, am I right? Of course I am. And I could help you attain the dream, enact the change you deserve. And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab, so that I could meet you and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five. The invitation to join is yours. Grab it. Ah, the Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers' guild in Riverlon. Our mission, to better the world. Our mantra, to better ourselves as we do so. To realize our dreams and cleanse our souls. You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. And you can. Of course, if you still have questions, I shall answer them to the best of my abilities. But if not, how about we get started? What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow, sharp as a switchblade. Most meritorious of you. Now then, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first contracts, and once the job is done, I shall see to it you get your fair share of the reward. Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, you will get a share of the reward from their contracts too. Isn't that wonderful? By now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another, cheer one another, see each other through thick and thin, partake in glory and defeat. Work hard, fulfill contracts, Enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. You will better yourself. You will better Rivellon. You will make the stars shine all the brighter. And you'll get fabulous. Of course, of course, of course. All you need to do is sign this waiver, and just like that, snap! You're part of the family. All I need is your lovely little autograph. What do you say?
Owen has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Rather foolish to pass up on such a lucrative opportunity, don't you think?
So you're just hanging around again, are you?
Listen, we, the Terrific Two, will soon become a one-man act if you don't join the Fabulous Five.
Speak that way to us. Well, suffice to say, I've got my eye on you guys.
I am a duke.
Very well. Have it your way.
Marvelous. Magnificent. Oh, but what am I saying? Fabulous is the word. You may not realize it yet, but your fortunes, your very life is about to change for the better. Oh, it's a pretty straightforward task, this one. Now, in this town dwells a wizard. Ahu is his name, and he's a frightful eccentric. Scientific type, you know the kind. Favors reason over faith and all that. Not Fabulous Five material, him. His experimental weapons may keep a couple of skeletons away from the city, but many of his other researches failed, malfunctioned with tragic consequences. One of them was a big lumbering apparatus, a frightful automaton shaped like a giant made of steel. It was supposed to crush the undead by the dozens, piloted as it was by a trained legionnaire. But you can guess what happened. Did it become sentient? Was it cursed? Whatever the cause, the thing relieved itself of its pilot and headed north towards a network of caves. Now ask yourself, what if it comes back? It could smash the city walls and claim 100 lives before being subdued. Luckily, there are those in this world who belong to the Fabulous Five. The braves who eat such monstrosities for breakfast. Go, my friend. Find this wizard's abomination and claim your just reward from Mayor Cecil in the name of our hallowed guild. Easy money.
Come now, Alistair. I'm sure you've met your match once or twice. Look, careful now. Your head's grown more swollen than Saffron's, I dare say.
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time.
Please do keep shouting in my ear.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while. Psst. Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know. Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it. That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman, though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Councillor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that.
Stop right there. Until you've received the captain's permission to enter, this door doesn't exist. Got it? Stop right there.
Hey, stop that!
Move along. We'll have none of that, you hear?
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Explosive flame!
If only the popular girls from the Source...
Without aid, I will expire soon.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
I feel quite dire.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become. If only the popular girls from the Source...
Another piece of trash!
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
your demise!
The Inferno devours me!
Please assist me, friends!